Making money while you travel. That's a pretty big statement, but the thing is, I've been doing it for the past 5 years, so I know it's possible. I've had the ability to work around 20 different countries, 50 international cities, and all I ever needed was a laptop and a phone. So if you guys have those things, then you can do exactly what I did right after this intro. Hi guys, my name is Angelica and on this channel we create budget travel guides all over the world. We've explored the Philippines, Australia, Japan, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, and many more. But what makes us different is that we don't just save up money for these trips. We actually make money along the way. So if you want to know how to make money when traveling, how to save money when traveling, how to book cheap flights, cheap hotels, and a whole lot of travel hacks, then this channel is for you. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that little notification bell so that you are updated the next time we upload another video. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys the secrets of how to make money while traveling the world. But first, let me start off by defining something called location freedom. So location freedom is the freedom to work and live anywhere you want in the world. 1 month you could be in Palawan, the next month you're in Cebu, the next month Bali. You could basically live anywhere you want. Or you can just do what I do, which is live at home and just travel every single month. My point is, you don't have to be stuck at a certain location or stuck behind an office desk. Now, don't get me wrong, an office desk is not a bad thing. I know people who love their job and would never do anything to change that. However, I also know people who hate their job and want the freedom of working on a beach instead of behind an office desk. And most definitely, you don't want to wait until your retirement years in order to travel the world. Because when you're old and brittle, it'll be a little harder for you to hike a mountain or go cliff jumping. Or when you go on a really long flight, your back starts to hurt. So I highly suggest traveling while you're young because your body is still in its best state. But how can you travel while you're young if these are also the years you should be focusing on your career? You should be working, you should be saving, you should be investing and building for your future. So how can you do both? How can you work for your future and travel the world? And that's exactly what this video is about. Most people have to go to work, but what if you could take your work with you wherever you go? In this video, I'm going to share with you guys 10 ways on how you can make money online with just a laptop and a phone. If you just pay attention to this video and choose one of the methods, study it, you can already start making money online. So stick until the end because I'm going to share with you my secret of how I personally make money online. So let's begin. Number 1, become an online coach. I have friends who are online yoga teachers, online business consultants, online fitness trainers, and even online dog trainers. Yes, dog trainers. I was actually curious about this one, like how can you train a dog online? So basically the trainer is on your screen and the dog owner will be handling their own dog. So it's kind of an interesting concept, but my point is anything can be coached online. As long as you can guide your client towards their goal, teach them all the steps, then you get paid. You can do your lessons via Zoom or Skype, but before becoming an online coach, I highly suggest getting certification first because nobody wants to book with some random person on the internet. You want your clients to know that you are educated and you are credible enough to teach that topic. And thanks to technology, you can actually get certification online. Platforms like Udemy or Coursera offer these kinds of courses. And just a bonus tip, I would highly suggest finding a program that sounds a little more fancy. Like for example, you got accredited by the International Yoga Institute online or the Dog Trainers Association of the Philippines. I don't know, whatever, you get my point. Just find a course that sounds a little bit more fancy so that it's much more attractive for you to find some clients. Number 2, become a freelancer. Freelancing means that you're self-employed, so you don't work for any specific company. However, you take on several different projects from several different clients. Freelancers could be writers, virtual assistants, graphic designers, web developers, etc. And once the project is done, then you get paid. So before you become a freelancer, you need to build a strong portfolio, something like a little lookbook for your clients to see your work. Whether that be the designs you've made or the websites you've developed. And once you have that solid portfolio, then you can start reaching out to clients through Fiverr, Upwork, or FreeUp. Remember, freelancing is a numbers game. The more applications you fill out, the more platforms you join, the more chances of you getting a client. Number 3, write an ebook. So if you're a writer or you have a really good topic to talk about, you can write an ebook. An ebook is pretty cheap to make. It doesn't require a lot of money to create an ebook. However, it does require a lot of time and a lot of effort. But all the hard work comes in the beginning, which is writing the book. But once you've got that ebook, it could be a really good source of passive income because you could sell it anywhere, anytime. There are multiple platforms where you can sell your ebooks, such as Payhip, Sellfy, and Amazon. All you need to do is just simply put it up for sale, market it, and wait for people to buy it. And this is very similar to my fourth point, which is create an online course. So if you're an expert on a certain topic, people would actually be willing to pay you for what you know. And this could be the most simplest things. So think of something you're good at. I don't know, gardening, playing guitar, or even digital marketing. You can literally make a course about anything. And just like an ebook, the hard work comes in the beginning. But once your course is made, you have that course forever and you can sell it whenever you want. Good platforms to sell your courses are Skillshare, Udemy, and Teachable. Generally, it's not too expensive to create a course, so you wouldn't really lose too much money. The best case scenario is you sell 10,000 courses. The worst case scenario is that you don't sell any course and you lost a few hours of your time to create it. I still think it's worth a try because remember, the hard part is only in the beginning. Number 5, e-commerce. Simply put, e-commerce is buying and selling stuff on the internet, aka running an online store. Now I know what you're thinking, how can I sell a product while traveling the world? Do I have to bring the product with me? So the straight answer is no. You don't need to bring the product with you because the method I'm talking about is called dropshipping. Here's the beauty of dropshipping. You can sell products anywhere in the world without the need to touch the product. You don't need your own warehouse, you don't need to order products in bulk, you don't need to stock it up in your garage. Basically, you're not going to be holding the product at all. But you can sell products from anywhere in the world and all you need is your laptop and your phone. You don't even need the product itself. Now, dropshipping is my favorite method, so I'll get into detail at the end of this video, so stick until the end because this is really valuable information. Number 6, stock and crypto trading. This one is a little bit more riskier and a little bit more technical. You need to learn how to read stock and crypto charts. So these are trend lines and patterns, and of course you need to research the companies and cryptos that you're going to be investing in. I'm not going to get into detail of how exactly to analyze charts and patterns because that's going to take hours and hours. But a good platform to study stock trading in the Philippines is COL Financial, which is what I use. And for crypto, I use Binance. But you can also use Coinbase, FTX, or KuCoin. People can get really wealthy with trading, but remember, whatever can give you the highest rewards can also give you the biggest losses. So whatever you're trading, whether it be stocks, crypto, or Forex, only invest money that you're willing to lose because it is very risky. Number 7, affiliate marketing. So instead of selling your own products, you can actually sell the products of other companies. All you have to do is promote it. You don't have to worry about creating the product, delivering the product, or even customer service. All you need to do is build a web presence, whether that be a blog, a vlog, or a social media account, and then you put affiliate links, aka referral links, onto your platform, and when someone clicks it and orders a product using that link, then you get a commission out of that sale. Number 8, creating a YouTube channel. So once you hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can officially monetize your YouTube channel. The most common way to make money on YouTube is through YouTube ads, which are those ads that pop up in between a video. But before you make a YouTube channel, you have to choose a specific niche. So for example, if you always make makeup tutorials, people will assume that you are a beauty channel. Or if you make travel videos, you're something like a travel vlogger. Or food videos for food lovers, video game streamers for gamers, and so on. So there are a whole ton of niches to choose from. But you know the saying, if you try to please everyone, then you'll please no one. So stick to one specific niche and grow in that direction so that you can build a loyal following of people who will keep coming back for your content. Number 9, become an English tutor. This one's a pretty popular online job choice in the Philippines. So the Philippines used to be a colony of the United States, which is why English is very widely spoken in the country. So some of our neighboring Asian countries, instead of them studying English in the US or Canada, they choose to study in the Philippines because it is closer and it's cheaper. Which is why there are a lot of online platforms here where you can teach English online, such as 51 Talk, italki, Bizmates, and so on. The good thing about this is that your time is flexible and you can choose your availability. But it's very important that whenever you're traveling, you must have a very strong internet connection or your line will be cut off with your student. Number 10, build a personal brand. So becoming an influencer, a blogger, or a vlogger can actually make you money online. You can get brand deals from companies where they pay you, aka sponsor you, in exchange for promoting their products and services on your platform. And if you're in the travel niche like I am, you can get some really nice travel perks, such as free hotel stays, free flights, in exchange for creating content for that company. Generally, you need to build a healthy following on social media, and the best platforms to do this are Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. But remember, it's not only about having a lot of followers, it's also about the skill of creating content for these companies. So you need to have a knack for photography, videography, and even writing skills. So those were the top 10 ways on how to make money while traveling the world. Now, I'm not saying to quit your job immediately and start traveling the world, but these are some opportunities to think about if you're considering a career shift. So there are no excuses because I literally gave you an entire list of how you can make money online. All you have to do is just choose one, study it, and do it. This leads me to my final topic, which is how do I personally make money online? So here it goes. I had this crazy dream 5 years ago that I wanted to earn more than what I spend. So for example, let's say you're in Paris and then you're, eating a croissant at one of those cute little cafes, and then you're taking a sip of your coffee with a view of the Eiffel Tower, and then later on you join a city tour or whatever. Let's say at the end of the day you spent $100. My dream was to come back to my hotel room that night, open my laptop, and see that I earned $200. So I wanted to earn more than what I spent anywhere I was in the world. I run an e-commerce business, specifically dropshipping. So basically, I'm able to sell products all around the world without ever having to touch the product. And let me get into detail. I found a product to sell, I created a website, I promote these products using Facebook and Instagram ads, and then when a customer goes onto my website and orders on my store, let's say for example my product was $200. The customer pays me $200, and then I forward the customer's info to my supplier. So my supplier now has his name, address, and contact info, and then my supplier charged me $150 for the product. So using that $200 that I earned from my customer, I take out $150 and I send it to my supplier, and then I keep $50 in profit. Then my supplier ships the product directly to the customer. So that is how I earn money while traveling the world. I don't hold the products in my hand, I don't need to order my products in bulk, and I don't even need to invest a lot of money because I only need to pay my supplier after my customer pays me. So being able to sell products online without ever needing to touch my product gave me freedom. I wanted time freedom, I wanted financial freedom, but most importantly, I wanted location freedom. I don't care if I'm a billionaire, I don't care if I have an expensive watch, a designer bag, a fancy car. I want the freedom, I want the time, and I want to be able to travel anywhere I want in the world. And you guys can have that too. All you need to do is just choose one of the 10 ways that I shared with you. Just rewatch the video, figure out what is the best way for you to make money online. And you can literally travel the world and make money anywhere. So there you have it. That was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If I was able to inspire anyone out there, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below if you guys want me to make more videos about how to make money online. And lastly, please share this video with your best friend, because nothing in the world is better than traveling around the world with your best friend. Because if you're traveling and earning money together, that is BFF goals. So until next time, this is Angelica Wanders. Never stop wandering.